Hello, this video is about how to solve the triangle. Suppose we have a triangle that is in first quadrant and we are given that the angle A is 30 degrees. We are told hypotenuse is 8, but we are missing the B, the A, and angle B. To solve the triangle means we have to provide all the information for this triangle. So we must name all the length of each side and the measure of each angle. So here is our triangle. It's in first quadrant, which means we are here, and there is 30-degree angle. The hypotenuse is 8. This is no longer a unit circle because the radius is not 1, it's 8. The vertical side is A, the horizontal side is B. This angle is 90 degrees. So what we have is, we have angle A is 30 degrees, angle C is 90 degrees, and we know that all the angles add to 180, which means we can figure out what the angle B is right away. All we need to do is take 180 and subtract the other two angles. Well, so the angle B is 180 minus the 90 minus the 30. 180 minus 90 is 90, 90 minus 30 is 60. So the angle B is 60. Then we have to provide all the sides. We know that the C is 8. We need to figure out the A and the B. Because our triangle is in the first quadrant, both A and B will be positive. Now we have no way to use Pythagorean theorem, because for the Pythagorean theorem we need at least two sides. We need two sides to figure out the third, and we don't have it. We only have one side. The only thing we can use now is the trigonometric functions, the sine, the cosine, and the tangent. We cannot use the tangent because tangent is the opposite of adjacent, and we don't have either one. But we can use the sine to figure out the side A. So the sine is so here on the side, the sine of the angle 30 is the opposite side, which is A, divided by hypotenuse, which is 8. Now we use the calculator to come up with the sine 30, and because we are often asked to use exact values, we will use the decimal and then convert it to the exact. So here is sine of 30, and the sine of 30 happens to be 0.5, which is a half. So here we have 1/2 is A divided by 8. All we need to do is times both sides by 8, and we get the side A. So the A is 4. Now we have that piece. The last piece of information is the side B. At this point, we can use Pythagorean theorem because we have two sides known and the B is missing, and we'll get the correct answer. Or we can simply go back to our original picture and now use the B with a hypotenuse adjacent, and hypotenuse is a cosine. So let's use that. So here we have the second computation. It is cosine of 30 is the B divided by 8. So it is B over 8. And the cosine of 30 is one of the decimals that we remember. Cosine of 30 is 0.866 something. That is one of our three numbers that we remember. For any multiple of 30 or 45 degrees, this number means square root of 3 over 2. We can check. Square root of 3 divided by 2. So each time we see this decimal, we immediately remember square root of 3 over 2. And that's what we will use. So it is square root of 3 over 2 is B divided by 8. Same procedure. We multiply both sides by 8 to cancel the division. And we have our answer. 4 square root of 3 is B. So 4 square root of 3 is B. And this is it. We have solved the triangle. These are the final answers to our question. Here they are, and we are done. That's it. If we wanted to use the Pythagorean theorem from once we found the two sides, we can do that and we'll get the same solution. So just for practice, let's do that, and then we will be really done. So here we have the a squared plus the b squared is the c squared. That's our Pythagorean theorem. And what we have is we have the a squared, which is now 4 squared, plus the b squared is c squared, which is 8 squared. 4 squared is 16. 8 squared is 64. If we take 64 and subtract from it 16, we will get 48. Now we take square root of both sides to cancel the square, and we have square root of 48. Well, 48 happens to be the same as 16 times 3. And if we take square root of 16, we get 4, and square root of 3 is square root of 3. So here we have the same exact solution, 4 square root of 3, using Pythagorean theorem. And this is it. This is how to solve the triangle if we have one of the angles known. Now, this method would not work if we did not know any of the angles. If we were told that this side is 8, this side is 4, but no angle, we would not be able to solve the triangle because we would be missing 2 angles. And at that point, we would need what's known as inverse trigonometric functions to figure out what the angle is. And we will discuss inverse trigonometric functions in a different video. For now, this is it. If you have any questions on anything, please let me know. And thank you for your time. Take care.